10 years ago today, I sat down in my dorm room, flipped open my MacBook Pro webcam, turned on my Mariah Carey Christmas music, pulled out my triple barrel waiver, and made my first video ever. I don't understand how it's been 10 years. 10 years, a decade of my life has been documented on the internet. And it just is mind-boggling to me. I know I'm not the first person to ever spend this much time on YouTube, but I just can't even believe it. So basically today's video, I don't really have a game plan. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I'm gonna sit down, talk to you guys about the past 10 years, reflect a little bit, and reminisce. I don't know, share my story, how it all began. But first, we must pop some bubblies. So this has been in my makeup room for, I think, since last New Year's. Somebody sent this over, and why not pop it today? I also have a small bottle like this, but I was like, this is just not as satisfying to open as this. I have some really nice expensive champagne, but I feel like it's weird to pop it and open it when it's an expensive bottle and then drink it alone. So we're going with this Chandon Rosé, and we're going to pop champagne like we won a championship game. Look like I got on a championship rank. I have freaking press-on nails right now, and they're probably all gonna pop off in this video, so just be prepared. Hey! Okay, cheers to me. And most importantly, cheers to all of you, because without you, there is no me. I mean, there is me, but it's really weird that I just would be talking to myself for 10 years with no one watching me. So everything I have is thanks to all of you. So do a toast with me if you are drinking some wine, water, juice, ginger ale, whatever you like. Cheers. And let's get this party started. So where do we begin? Let's start at the beginning. Let's rewind. Let's take it on back to my first video ever.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a hair tutorial using my new triple barrel waiver from Revlon, and I already did this side for you. So if you want to learn how to do this, then just keep watching.
Why do I have a bubble in my throat?
Into, like, 2 different sides of my head. So I already did this side, so this side. And find a clip at the moment.
You couldn't find a clip. You couldn't be bothered to find a clip.
And I already used my Chi Iron Guard.
Chi Iron Guard, love that shit so much. This
This
waiver, this trend is back in right now, so just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Alright, so just take a section of hair. I'm going to take one like this size and just slide it in.
Slide it in. I'm like this close to the camera, like you can see all into my nostrils. This music, I can't with my own self.
Pretty much any thickness. Like the thicker the piece of hair, obviously, the less deep of a wave it'll be, or like as less defined it'll be.
Purple eyeshadow, black eyeliner.
So I'm back with the finished look. For some reason it wasn't even recording when I came
Not much
back
has changed.
after I took the top part down and brushed it out. So I don't know what that was about, but this is the final look.
I don't know what that was about.
Thanks for watching. Check it out if you're interested. Have a great day, guys.
How cute was I? How cute. People always ask me this when they find out that I've been doing this for so long. They're like, what made you want to do YouTube videos? Like, why did you start doing that? So I feel like the backstory here is important. And obviously 10 years ago, YouTube was very new. It wasn't brand new, but it was fairly new. And personally, I loved watching YouTube videos. Like, I was addicted. Like, I didn't really watch TV when I would get out of class in college. I would go to my computer, I would watch YouTube videos, and I loved it. Like, I was just so obsessed and hooked. And there wasn't really that much content out back then. So 10 years ago, Kim Kardashian was like at her like brand new peak. Like, everyone was obsessed with her, and I was always like searching like how to do Kim Kardashian hair, Kim Kardashian eye makeup, all this stuff. And I was like, I feel like I could do this. So anyways, there is a backstory that I feel is really important here. And maybe it's a little sappy or cliche or whatever. So 10 years ago, I was 19 years old, just starting college, and I really, really struggled. I transferred into my school. I went to St. John Fisher in Rochester. I transferred in my second semester. So it's a pretty small school. And so by the second semester, like everyone was already like had their friend groups and everyone already like had their cliques and all of that. And me, if you guys are familiar with me, I'm like an introvert. Like I'm very low key. I don't like put myself out there. Like I'm not loud or like the center of attention when I walk into a room, anything like that. Like I'm very subdued and reserved. So I've always been like that, kind of like timid and shy, whatever you want to call it. And so transferring into a new school when everyone already had all their friends, like I was like a loner. So on top of the whole being a loner thing, I really struggled with roommates. I had 2 different sets of roommates and I went through like the worst bullying. They were so mean to me. I still don't even know why. They would leave me notes on the bathroom wall or leave me notes on my bed or like send me messages on Facebook, just like these rotten things. And I didn't even understand it. I was just so upset. I'm like the easiest person in the whole world to get along with. And I would cry every day. I would call home and do whatever I could to not be in my dorm room because I was just so miserable and I felt so uncomfortable being in my own, living space. I would not go to my room. Like I would stay in the library until like midnight or like go to the cafeteria, go to like the cafe, and I would do anything to not be in my dorm room. So that video, my first video, I filmed it when my roommate was in class, and then I would go and I would hang out in the library, edit my videos. So the next semester, I basically begged the school to let me have a single dorm room because I didn't want to, chance having another roommate who was just so mean to me. So I got a single dorm room, and that's when it all just clicked. I dedicated every single second that I had. Like when I got out of class, I would make a YouTube video. I don't even know what they would be about. Just like outfit of the day, just like random videos, like favorite nail polish colors, all of these things. And I loved it. I put everything I had like into that. I didn't have like friends to distract me. So I was just like, okay, as soon as I get out of class, I'm going to watch this and then I'm going to film and then I'm going to edit and then I'm going to upload. And that was just my thing. That was my hobby. So I just took everything I had and all my energy and put it into that. And I would film like every day or something like that. And it just kind of like took off. It wasn't a viral thing. My channel has never been a viral growth thing. Obviously, it took me almost 10 years to get 1 million followers. But I have just slowly and steadily and consistently grown, and it all was because of that. Like, if I had friends, like going back, if I had friends in college, this never would have been my job. I would have been out partying, or I would have been like hanging out with friends like after class, but I didn't have that. YouTube basically became my comfort zone. And I made friends with other YouTubers and, connected with other people who just loved makeup and beauty and things like that. And so since I didn't have like real friends, I made friends on YouTube and I made a following, and that was pretty much it. And yeah, it just started as a hobby, and I didn't even know you could make money from it or get free things. And it just started kind of happening. So I started at the end of 2009. And by the end of the 2010, I like bought a brand new car. Like I had no other job. Like I was just, going to school full time. And then by the end of the next year, like I was able to, make a car payment and, buy myself things, buy myself makeup, buy myself clothes, all of these things. And it just kind of went from there. And I would get things sent to me in the mail. And for the first like 6 months, I didn't tell a single soul. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my boyfriend at the time. I didn't tell my best friend. I waited like 8 months in to really tell anybody. I started getting things in the mail, and I felt like I had to like tell my parents and my friends because they're just like, where are you getting all this stuff? So I finally shared it with people, and I was like really embarrassed at first because it was so new. Like nowadays, everybody is a YouTuber. Back then, it was like weird. Like you make videos on the internet, like that's weird. If you guys have been watching YouTube for a long time, you guys know it's a totally different space back then. It was just people talking about things that they loved. It wasn't over edited. It was just like, hey, I really like this. I love it. And that was it. Like it wasn't like a production. It was just like so genuine. And I feel like I still am very genuine. Obviously, it is my job now also because that's what it's turned into. But I feel like because I started it as a hobby, as opposed to a lot of people nowadays who get into it, they go in with the mindset that I want this to be my job. Like, I want to be an influencer. I want to be a YouTuber. So I feel like that's where it's a little bit different, because it just kind of happened for me and I never thought of it as a business. It just kind of turned into that. And I'm so incredibly thankful that I've been able to capitalize on that and do something that I genuinely love as a career, as a job. I would never have imagined in a million trillion years that I would be doing the things that I am now back then. Like, I would have never imagined it. I just thought, oh, well, maybe someday Maybelline will send me a mascara. And then, years later, I'm working with Maybelline and, working with them on shoots with them and things like that. And it's just so mind-boggling to me. And I know that my success is not as great or as large or big picture as some of the other influencers, but that is not me and that is not my story. I feel like it's weird because I never had like an end goal of this, and I still don't. I just want to keep doing it as long as I'm having fun with it. In the words of Drake, when I stop having fun with it, I'm done with it. And so far, I'm still having fun. I'm having a great time. I have the best followers in the whole entire world, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, it's just a dream job, and I didn't even know this job ever existed. And people always ask me, what would you be doing if you weren't doing this? And I literally don't know, because I've spent my entire adult life, like all of my 20s have been on YouTube. Like, those are like your growing years when you are out doing a million different jobs. I've been doing this job for 10 years. And, I had little jobs, like I was a bartender. I worked in an office at a college. I worked at a bridal shop, basically Windexing mirrors all day. And like, those were my jobs. And then I just stopped doing them because it was more profitable for me to spend my time uploading videos. So it's just so crazy to me. I feel like I'm rambling. Is this fun? Is this entertaining to you guys? Do you guys even care what I have to say? Let me have a little bit more bubbly before I continue, gather my thoughts. I don't know if this is really helping gather them, but it does taste really great. So YouTube has absolutely pushed me out of my comfort zone and helped me grow as a person, because like I've said in the past, I am like a shy, introverted person. So being on YouTube has really helped me evolve and grow, because I was that person like, Mom, can you call the doctors and make an appointment? Like, I would not do anything by myself. Now, I've been forced to, like travel alone, go on trips, meet with all these people who know who I am. I have no idea who any of them are. When I go on like a brand trip or I go to do a shoot with a brand, like that is so outside of my comfort zone. And 10 years ago, I would never think that I would do that and do it by myself. Like, I would need somebody holding my hand. Now, today, I am so independent, not just like financially, but like mentally. Like, I am so good and comfortable with being by myself. And a lot of you guys have commented this to me or messaged me and are like, how are you comfortable, like, spending so much time alone? Like, don't you get lonely? Like, how do you like travel by yourself and like spend so much time working from home alone? I honestly this is just what I have known. I put myself in that position 10 years ago to live by myself and rely on myself for like everything. And I could not be more thankful, because I think it's really, really important to enjoy being by yourself. Like, you know so much about yourself, and I feel like you can appreciate so much more about yourself and your personality when you spend time alone, because like how you really are, and you get more comfortable with who you are when you're by yourself and you don't have to rely on feedback from other people and it's just you. Like, you guys see my vlogs. Like, I have so much fun just with myself, and I wish that everyone could feel like that, because I know not everyone does. Especially like when you're young, like it's hard. Like, you want to be with like your friends and your family and all of that all the time, but it's healthy to be by yourself. And now I just love it. When I had to spend too much time with other people, like I miss like just like my alone solo time. And if I wasn't on YouTube and I wasn't working from home alone, I don't think that I would be like this, because I don't have coworkers to like thrive off of or anything like that. Like, it's just me. And I think that I've really grown into an independent person being on YouTube. And I love who I am. Like, I have grown to love who I am as a person. Like, I just appreciate my personality so much more. Like, I'm not afraid to be quiet and not say things. Like, before, when I was younger, I would be like, oh my God, I feel like I always have to be saying something. Like, people think I'm so weird because I'm quiet. Now I don't care. Like, I don't care. You can be loud. I can be quiet. Like, that's cool. Just because I'm not like loud and out there like a lot of other people, or like a lot of other people on YouTube, it doesn't mean that I'm weird or there's something wrong with me. I kind of used to feel like that, but now I'm just like, no, like, I'm a really cool person, and I am so glad that I'm at that place. But on the opposite side of it, YouTube has, let me just take a sip. Hold on. This is about to get a little bit deeper and uncomfortable. So while YouTube has helped me feel more confident in myself as a person, it has, I wouldn't say destroyed, but it has completely changed and messed with how I visually see myself. I know that it's like the combination of being on YouTube and also being on social media, and like just how the world works now with, you know, comparisons and everything like that. But being on YouTube, and especially now that I feel like everyone just looks so perfect, like everyone has like perfect teeth and perfect cheeks, and everyone is so symmetrical, and they're so skinny with huge asses, and just like everyone is just so perfect. That has something to do with it also. But being on YouTube and looking at your face under a microscope and editing all this footage of yourself and just picking it apart has really done a number on my self-confidence when it comes to my outward appearance. And that is not something that I feel like I'm proud to say. Like, that's like, I don't want to share that because I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, if she doesn't think that she looks good, then how would I ever feel good about myself? And that's not what this is about. I'm just saying that while I have felt better about myself internally since being on YouTube, my physical, I don't even know how to describe it, like how I feel about my looks has gone down. It doesn't matter how many people tell you that you're pretty and beautiful, whatever. That's not something that matters to me. It's not about rude comments or nice comments about my appearance. It's just me comparing myself to all these other people and then just looking at myself so closely every day. And I'm just so hard and rude and mean to myself. Like, when I'm editing a video, like, it's awful. Like, when I have somebody taking a picture of me, I'm just like, ew, I hate every single one. I hate how I look. I feel like I look ugly. I have a double chin. My eyes are weird. My mouth, like, I never smile with my teeth. I'm just so insecure about my teeth. I don't know why. I never felt like that. I never felt like I had bad teeth when I was younger. But now I'm just like, I don't want anyone looking at my mouth. Like, please don't look at my teeth. And I've become so insecure. That's the word I'm looking for. I've become so insecure about my physical looks, and it doesn't even make sense. I feel like if I wasn't on YouTube or if I wasn't on social media in the capacity that I am, I wouldn't feel that way about myself, because, you know, I'm just picking every little thing apart about myself, and I don't like that, and I'm trying to work on it, and I don't really know how to fix that about me. And I feel like a lot of other YouTubers and a lot of influencers and just people in general feel that way, and it's really hard to take a step back and look at yourself from a different point of view, because I notice this all the time when I meet influencers on trips and become friends with them. Like, a picture that you love of them, they absolutely hate of themselves. And I just see that all the time. They're like, oh my God, it looks so awful in this picture. And then I'm just like, wait, that is my favorite picture of you ever in the whole world. So everything, I just feel like everything is just so warped and twisted, and it sucks. But that is the world that we live in today, and I'm trying to be better about it. Like, for a while there, like, I wasn't vlogging, and I was like so embarrassed to vlog because I don't live in a mansion. Like, I don't live in a huge mansion with brand new things. Like, I live in a fixer-upper. It's not like Joanna Gaines fixer-upper level to what I've done to it. Like, I always think my house is nice until I go on Instagram and I'm like, oh, my house is not nice. Well, okay, cool, great. And And I know I have to stop doing that. And I have to smack myself. And I have to, be like, okay, wake up, Stephanie. This is not real life, because I don't, like, people in my life and how I grew up, nobody has big houses. Nobody has mansions. Nobody has brand new things. Like, that's not how I grew up. So I think my things are nice. And then I go on Instagram, like, people have these 10-bedroom homes, brand new, built from the ground up, and just like every little thing, marble and like 24 karat gold, all this stuff that aren't even like celebrities or anything like that. And it's just like, I feel like it's so normalized that everything has to be so high end. And a lot of times I feel guilty about contributing to that because, I like to drive a nice car, or I like to have nice bags. And I don't want you guys to ever feel like that is something that you have to have. That's why I'm so hesitant to do like, a handbag collection or something like that, or like a car tour or something like that, because that stuff, I don't want you guys to feel like that. Like, I want you to feel relatable to me, and that is one of the things that I strive for the most, because that's one of the things I get commented the most, is that I love your videos because I really feel like you're just like me, and I feel like you're so relatable, and I don't feel like you're on this weird unattainable level for how you live your life, and you're just a shit show, hot mess, just like me. And that's what I want to maintain. And I don't know, I felt like it was just important for me to share that I feel insecure all the time about everything, but it's always about appearances. It's never about who I am as a person, which I feel like it's really saving me, because I know that I am a good person. I'm a good friend. I am a good girlfriend. I'm a good dog mom. I'm a good daughter. I'm a good person. And I feel like that's what is important. And if I didn't feel like that about myself, then we would have an issue. But I just feel like that's important to share, because Instagram and social media is so fake. Everything is so fake, because now everything is so about how aesthetically pleasing things are. And I love, nice looking things, but at the same time, that is not real. That is not everyday life. And we all need to realize that and feel comfortable with being our true hot mess selves. So, yeah, let's get some more. Let's get some more. I'm not completely emptying these glasses, but I'm doing a little bit here and there, and I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I'm enjoying making it, I think. Again, who knows how I'm gonna feel about it when I sit down to edit. If I'm gonna be like, what are you saying? What are you even saying? But I want this to be real. I want this to be me. Obviously, I'm wearing like fake eyelashes and, looking cute. But I want this to come off as relatable to you guys. But anyways, the main moral of the story here is that I am so thankful for everything that YouTube has brought me in life. I've gone places I've never thought I would make it to Hawaii. I've never thought I would go to LA just like casually, or go to New York City casually and stay in like a fancy hotel and work with these amazing brands. Like, I never would imagine this. So I'm very grateful for everything YouTube has brought me, but I wanted to show and talk about a little bit of the darker side of it. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that you guys are everything to me. And I'm so thankful. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so thankful. So I've been trying to think of the best way to give back to you guys. And yeah, I could give you a box of makeup. But to be honest, a lot of times I've done makeup giveaways and nobody even responds to say A, that they got it, or B, thank you. And then I'm just like, I don't want you getting the prize. You say that you're such a big fan, but you're not even saying thank you. Rude. I mean, not everyone, but I would say 90% of the people that win my giveaways don't even say thank you. So I didn't want to just give away shit, So for my giveaway, for my 10-year anniversary, I decided that I'm going to pick one grand prize winner, and I'm going to fly out to wherever you live and spend the weekend with you, or a few days with you, whatever works for your schedule. We'll go shopping, we'll do makeup, nails, whatever you want to do. Go for dinner, drink wine, whatever you want to do. I have to limit this to the United States just for traveling purposes, because it will be a shorter trip. it's going to be too hard to go overseas. And I'm sorry if you're an international follower. I will do something for you guys soon in the future. But yeah, I'm going to pick one of you guys and hang out with you. And we're going to have the best time ever in the whole world. And I honestly can't wait. But I feel like it would just be so much fun because my favorite comments to get from you guys are, I wish we could just hang out and like be friends in real life. And so that is what the giveaway is going to be. So basically, to enter the giveaway, I want you guys to just comment on this video. Tell me a little brief story about how you found my channel, like what was the first video that you watched, and you know what, just tell me something. Just tell me something that you think would appeal to me, that would make me want to hang out with you. Not to sound like, that just sounds like weird. I want whoever wins to be somebody who really is a true SML fan, you know? SML. Who knows what SML stands for, okay? If you don't know what this stands for, if you think it stands for small, medium, large, please do not enter because that ain't it. That ain't it, okay? Also, if you're over 21, that would be great so we can, you know, drink together. But yeah, please, if you're entering, please be someone who actually likes me, who's not a murderer, you know, if I come to meet you. Can you imagine if a hater won and they were just like so mean to me? Oh! But yeah, I just wanted to thank all of you guys for 10 amazing years. I truly, truly, truly feel like I have the best followers in the whole entire world. You guys are so good to me. I just feel so incredibly blessed and overwhelmed, and I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to meet one of you. I wish I could meet all of you and hang out with all of you. So yeah, I'm probably going to pick a winner by the end of this year, so feel free to leave a comment on this video, you know, spilling your guts. Spill it to me. Spill your guts to me and seduce me in a way that is not sexual, but I don't know. I probably should have stopped drinking champagne because it's getting weird. But yeah, this video needs to come to an end before I'm completely drunk, and then it's weird. So I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can never say thank you enough. I'm forever indebted to all of you guys. I love you so, so much, and I don't know what I would be without you. Like, I truly, truly don't. So cheers to that. Cheers to you. Cheers to me. Cheers to 10 years. Oh! No! I was going to say I didn't even make a dent, but now I am absolutely soaked in wine.